Today we are going to make this dandelion, leek, bell pepper, and chickpea salad in my series called Making Every Recipe from Stardew Valley. Before we get started, I would like to say that even though I own the official cookbook, this recipe is not from that cookbook, this is my own thing. The recipe and game for this is dandelion, leek, and vinegar, and somehow the final game image has flakes of red and yellow and brown in it. I'm not sure how that kind of black magic works in the Stardew Valley universe, but we're gonna figure out what to do about that. Get one bunch of dandelion greens or Swiss chard if you can't find those, cut off the stems, and then slice the leafy parts into thin strips, and I like to go over them 3 or 4 more times in the opposite direction. Put the greens in a strainer and then get one large leek. Remove the bottom and then cut off 4 large rings and then slice each of those into halves. Put those in the strainer and wash all these greens thoroughly. If you don't have a salad spinner, you can use 2 paper towels to gently massage and toss the greens around in the strainer until the towels become soaked with water, and then repeat the process 2 more times and you will end up with a relatively dry salad. Get a red and yellow bell pepper, cut off the bottoms and tops, slice out the core, and judging by size, we are going to use half the red bell pepper and all of the yellow bell pepper. Slice them up into thin strips and then go over them in the opposite direction to make little rectangles. Put these pieces into your strainer, and then we're going to use a little less than half a cucumber, cut off the bottom, and then cut our half down lengthwise. Cut our 2 pieces into thin strips and then go over them in the opposite direction to make little cubes, and then put those in your strainer. Drain a can of chickpeas and add as many to your liking. In my case, I added about 3/4 of the can, and this is going to give your salad some much needed texture and protein. Slice a clove of garlic in half and discard 1/2, and then get a shallot, cut it down the middle like I already have, and slice off 2 thin rings. Dice the shallots very finely and then put these pieces into a mason jar. Add in 3 tablespoons of red wine vinegar, some salt, some pepper, 2 teaspoons of Dijon mustard, and then using a garlic press, smash your garlic into your dressing. Give your jar a shake for 10 seconds and then add in a half cup of olive oil. Shake it for another 5 seconds, give it a stir with a spoon, taste it, and adjust it to your liking. In my case, I added more mustard, more vinegar, some honey, and some lemon juice. Shake it for another 5 seconds, give it a stir, and taste it, and hopefully it's to your liking. As someone who marries Leia in every playthrough, the salad recipe is one of her favorites, and she also loves truffle and goat cheese, so I'm gonna add some truffle goat cheese to this salad. Cut off some large pieces, slice them down into thin strips, and then cut those down into rough cube shapes. Dump your salad into a bowl, top it with the cheese, and then cover it with a good amount of your dressing. Give it all a toss, and we are done. Look how pretty that is. Let's get a forkful of everything, and this is sweet and sour and crunchy and soft, and it has a punch of truffle flavor from that cheese, and this is so good. I am just gonna eat all this right out of the bowl.